So, everything is going to change. So welcome back to another episode of EveryTrade. Behind the build, I'm down at Project 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. This is the last working week for most of us. I reckon probably for a lot of you guys too. We're going to shut the sites down at the end of this week. Basically, give everyone some time off. A few of the lads wanted to work. We've given them the option, but I've really tried to encourage the lads to take a break and have some time with your family. I always do it. This is the only time in my working year where I feel like I actually get to switch off, because you haven't got people chasing you, nobody's really on site, nobody's really chasing you for money. Yeah, you've got it all to come back to in January, but if you take those 2 weeks off, I find you've got the energy and you've got the sort of strength to really attack the new year. I love this time of year, and I always come back in January fired up for what I want to be a big year, and next year is going to be no different. Stay tuned, because we're going to be making a bit of an announcement about this channel later on in the episode. So yeah, Project 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. It's a difficult one, this one, really challenging dig. And if you can see now, we've got Adam. They're all looking very good with the health and safety stuff on, by the way. Thanks very much for your help and advice on that. But we've actually had to bring our little micro digger in, and we've lowered it in. We were using the 3-ton machine we got to dig it out, which probably was too small a machine for this size of dig, but we just couldn't get it in there. This has really given me a bit of understanding for those builds that work in central London and things like that, really tight sites, because as I've explained, we're putting an apartment block between two existing buildings. It's really challenging. So to get the last bit of the dig, we're having to hand dig around the surfaces with our shockproof spade and shovels, by the way, and we're having to just dig out this last bit of spoil with the micro. So it's taking longer, but it is really the only way we can do it, because it's the only way we can get the machine out when we're all dug out. So the idea is, our aim by the end of this week is to have it dug off, get some stone in, and give the guys a bit of a better working platform. We've got to put a strip foundation in here, which is going to carry this this rear elevation. So if by the end of this year, which is mad to say, we're at that point, foundation ready for concrete there, then I'm happy. But yeah, it's a challenging job, this one. It's a mucky job as well. Like, everywhere you look, there's just horrible clay muck, which is the hardest to get rid of. The site's really tight. We've literally got about that much room either side of the grab when we back in. I've noticed on the way in that we've damaged a little bit of the road, which we'll have to sort out at the end. But it is what it is. It's a challenging job. It's a fun job. And I was thinking this morning, this is probably one of the most challenging jobs we've done in terms of at least the groundwork stage. And I was laughing to myself thinking, God, this all started when me and my uncle putting up shelves and changing bath taps. It's nuts, really. And I don't know what it is, why I'm feeling a bit nostalgic at the moment, but it's nice to think about where we started and where we've got to. And I think that this is only the beginning. So yeah, stay tuned till the end of the episode, because there is going to be a change that I think a lot of you guys that like our content and like our business will be interested in. So let's go have a look around. been in some holes in my time, but this is a big one. So what's happening here, we didn't know when we started the dig. We knew that there might be some services running through this, but this is crazy. All the gas pipes, all the water and all the electric cut right through our dig. It's right through the job basically. So what we're having to do is just really gingerly dig round it. Mike's digging round it with his shovel there, because we don't really want to get a machine around that. We've gone back to the customer and put in a variation, so like an uplift in cost, because we didn't price this to do it on a hand dig. It was meant to be done mechanically. It's bad enough that we're having to use the micro machine here, but it is what it is, and you live and learn really. It's good because it's challenging, but we've definitely done easier digs. I know there'll be loads of you guys out there and thinking this is absolute shelling peas, it's nothing for you, but for us, it's a bit tricky. You know, we're used to building extensions and houses and, you know, easy dig a foot in, pour concrete and away you go. But I love it. But I think what we're talking about with the customer, when we sort of give them an idea of how much it would cost to redirect all these gas pipes, I think they nearly fell to the floor. So we've maybe come up with an idea where we can amend the build slightly so they can potentially enclose these in the job, in the actual build, and adapt the design around it so they don't have to redirect it. So the architect's liaising with building control at the moment. But yeah, you can see what the guys are doing here now. Obviously on the micro, we're moving the last of the muck out. Adam's sending it over there to Steve, and Steve's sending it up there out of the way. And then the grab's coming in and taking it away, but it's a bit of a pincer movement. But we're looking at, we've got this kit because we had to react quick. We had to get a micro yesterday, and we had to get it craned in with our HIAB on the grab. So I like seeing it all. It's really good, to be honest. But it's really horrible, consistent, mucky clay. There's no way we can process this. So all this, annoyingly, it's got to go to landfill. So is it just me, or do you guys reflect at this time of year as well? I'm quite a nostalgic, reflective person, me. I love looking back, and I love those sort of moments of like, where have you been, how far you've come, what was good, what was bad about the year. And I've been doing quite a lot of reflecting about this channel. And yeah, I'll update you properly later on in the video, but me and Alex have been doing quite a bit of soul searching, and we feel like our content is good content. We feel like we've hired the right people. We know we've hired the right people. We've got Hollywood, we've got Niall in Liverpool. Visually what we're producing is good, but what we feel maybe is that it's a little bit too broad. So we've been thinking, and as I say, I'll tell you more later on, but whilst I'm watching the guys do some amazing work in tough circumstances here, let's shoot over to Liverpool and have a look how we're getting on at Preferred. And I think, if I'm right, the windows for 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗃 are being loaded and are on the way to 𝗕𝗨𝗃. And if everything works out and we got our timings right, we should be able to show you some of the windows going in 𝗕𝗨𝗃. How good is that though, yeah? Our factory serving our jobs, that whole vertical integration that I bang on about, becoming the supplier and the customer. So yeah, let's have a look at Preferred.
So back in Preferred in Liverpool, as I say, today's going to be a bit hard to film because we're fresh off the back of the night out on the weekend. We had a good laugh, to be honest with you, and me, Chris, Kieran done the double nighter, and Lindsay as well. We done the Friday Liverpool and the Manchester on the Saturday, so a bit worse for wear today. And in the factory I can see the lads a little bit on the go slow as well. Obviously it's the last week of Christmas, so it's always hard to try and stay a bit motivated, but especially when you've had a hard night out and everyone's been out at the same time, it's hard. And in there the music's dead quiet and everyone's just plodding along doing what they do, and there's a few things that are going on. So we'll go in, we'll see how they're getting on, and we'll look at a couple of doors that we're doing a lot for the YouTuber stars as well. So let's go and see how we're doing it. Today's going to be quite hard, to be honest. We were fresh off the back of the night out on the weekend. Me and Chris had two, didn't we? And Kieran, which was the Manchester one and the Liverpool one, and the lads in here like that. Still, Danny's on the go slow. Said he was in bed till Sunday.
The lad went to Thailand, Saturday, did you get a chance to say
No.
goodbye properly to him?
So his son went to Thailand on Saturday and he didn't get a chance to say goodbye. He was that wrote off, and just looking round at the mood today, no one's even speaking, no music on, nothing's on. Everyone's just like doing what they can. Craig is not even here, he's in the Aussie, Craig. He looks like he died out 10 times on the night out, but he's in the Aussie. And Richard's not here today. And Mike's just about to leave the factory as well because he is going up to the spray company just to check over Tony's door, where they're doing into the shiniest black that they can do, and they're doing a frame. So he's just going up there, double check that they're doing it all right, finalise a few things with them, because they've primed it all now. They want to show them a few things, and that's it, he'll come back then. But it's actually looking good, that door. I'm happy that they're taking a little bit of time to try and get it right for Tony as well. So you know, it's good to show the service that we sort of offer there. So then this door now is more or less ready, so all of the detail parts are done. This need fixing in. The glass has obviously got to go in, but it's a nice big door. It's the one that you've seen on the bench that Craig's been doing, and this is going up to Manchester again, one of Chris's friends, this one. So we'll be able to film this. We were speaking to Chris about it, and he said we're going to try and get this film when it's getting installed, so we'll bring that on to YouTube for you. You'll actually watch this going in, so proper end to end, watching it getting made in the factory, and then watching it getting installed and then fully finished. We're doing the windows on this job as well, but that's going to be in the new year now. They just wanted a door just in time for Christmas, which we've managed to just do. So we had to on the assembly benches, Max and Danny's. We've got 2 YouTube stars doors. So we've got a set of garage doors there for the Ray brothers, which one's up there, one's there, and then we've got another set of doors for the gates, which is for Dave from D&J Project. So both of them obviously come to us. Met them both, well, Chris or the Ray brothers, but met them both anyway on YouTube myself, off the back of YouTube, and now we're doing these for them. So you'll see the one we're doing for the Ray brothers, there's a nice detail, loads of glass at the top, good 2 doors. He sent us a photo of what he wanted, so can you basically replicate this for this garage, which we've done. And then Dave sent us a photo of what he wanted, so he's doing this for a customer, and he's asked us to manufacture the gates, which is them, as you can see. So Max is just putting the braces on the back now. He's got this one to do, and then that's it, then a bit more sanding down, innit? So it was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, mate, I did. I always do in the Devonshire. You know, instead of like the old days going down Smoky Mo's and just walking in one bar and then you're the pole and then you're going into another. Oh, I just can't be arsed with that anymore, you know, so
But it was good though,
just sit down in a one spot, yeah, and just have a laugh and that. Loved it.
But it was a good vibe though, wasn't it?
It was, mate, yeah, it was. And the DJ wasn't playing this Christmas tunes all night, which was good as well, like, you know.
I know. So we went to Manchester on the next day, didn't we?
And I seen a video of that.
It was a very different story.
There was a little bit of, I said to her, I said, no, that's a contrast. I don't know if she did it to make it look bad, like, but I just seen some fella on the dance floor just standing there doing that, and I thought, that doesn't look like the Devonshire. It looked like there was more atmosphere in Allerton Cemetery, mate, you know, and I just thought, just seeing that fella standing there doing that, I went, I said, imagine you turned up on your Christmas night out. If I turned up and it was like that, I said, come on, I'm going to town, like, I'd just walked into town.
Next year they're all saying everyone, I'll do a two, Manchester, Liverpool, just a Liverpool one. Everyone from Manchester to come on over.
Yeah?
Just to talk.
Now that's going to be table, isn't it?
Be the whole corner.
Oh my God, we'll take up the, well, how many in the Manchester you're talking?
There was 39 on, there was 39 on
Friday?
Saturday.
Was there?
39, yeah. But the mood's different in here today, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not really as vibrant as, I mean, I came in this morning, I didn't know Richie was, let's see, I was off all yesterday, so I didn't come back this morning, and Mick probably thought I was going to have a hangover. I said, I haven't drank, mate. I was drinking little cans of Schweppes, because it's the only thing my stomach could take.
So what are you on today then, this door? Is it a door?
Yeah, pair of doors to glue up.
So what have you got to do, just clamp all that together?
Just clamp it together, mate, yeah, check my sizes, get it squared, clean all this glue off it, and then get the other one glued up. And then
what else have you got on for the week then? Couple more doors?
Yeah, more doors as far as I know, mate, but I need something else to do after this.
Smashes Lindsay for a bit?
Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? You don't mind, yeah. She's a nice girl though, you know, don't half like her.
Yeah.
You know, she's dead pleasant, like, you know, and good sense of humour, you know, and, you know, you haven't got to watch your P's and Q's, but I'd say, oh, look at the fucking state of him, and she was just laughing, so, you know, we just had a good laugh.
Craig
like,
had a good time, didn't he?
What?
Craig.
He always does. The only problem is, mate, every time Craig has a good time, fucking else has one, like,
So,
you know.
Craig, you'll know Craig on the bench, he's not actually on in today, because he's the cat with 9 lives at the moment.
He is.
Died about 10 times in the night, and he, as you see, always sends the doors down, does all the finishing, and you watch videos of him doing bits, and when you see videos of him dancing, he's like a different guy, isn't he?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
He looks forward all year round for that night. So that's it then, innit, for Christmas, really. What are they for? More doors then? A load of raw material that's come in there.
Yeah, loads of it came.
Which is going to be, for, as I say, a couple of doors, isn't
just
it?
doors and doors, mate. Yeah, there's loads of doors to do. I don't know how many he wants to get out before the Aldi, like, you know, but obviously.
Much as we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, all done in preferred joinery now. And as I say, as you've noticed there now, everyone was a little bit slower, a little bit fragile after the weekend, which is good because everyone had a good time, and the feedback was good. You know, they all said off camera, the lads, they reckon it was one of the better ones they've had so far, and I think that was because there's a little bit more of us this year, so it mixes it up a bit, you know, necessarily sitting down with the same people all night. You can have a little bit of a mingle round, keep my hands on the steering wheel, and yeah, have a bit of a mingle round. So it was good. It was a good laugh. And as I say, you didn't see Richard today because he has gone over to 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧 to drop off the windows. So they were loaded late yesterday, early this morning, and Richard set off on his way because Dave, our fitter, is staying there for a couple of days to start fitting. Now, not all the windows have gone down because we had a couple of issues with some of the springs, but I don't think we would have fitted them all in anyway in the looting van. It would have been a little bit tight, so I mean, possibly would have had to do 2 loads anyway, so it is what it is. But as I say, Richard's made his way down there this morning. Hollywood is down there as well to get some footage, because I know we do a lot of talking in Preferred, and we show you a lot of products, how it's made, and we show you the different style of things that we do and everything that goes on within the factory. But what we're quite light on is the actual installs, because this is a job that EveryTrade is doing and Preferred are doing the manufacturing for the windows. We've got that full end-to-end system there now, which is great for us. You know, we're supplying ourselves essentially. We're going to be able to film this inside, and as I say, sometimes the customers, they don't want the cameras to go in, and when Dave is doing the fitting for us on our jobs for Preferred, we ask the customers, can we come and do filming, or can we get any content? And most of the time, 95% of the time, they're not happy with it, because you have to go in the home or they're outside and got personal stuff, so they just say no, and therefore we can't go and do it. So that's why we don't show you as much of it, which is what it is. You'll notice it on the EveryTrade side. Like, I think there's only 2 or 3 jobs that you're actually watching at the minute on YouTube, and there's about 6 or 7 that are ongoing, and that's because the customers don't want us in the house filming. So we could have to, you know, respect their decision, and it is what it is. But on the 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧 job, we can film it because there's nothing inside it. We've been allowed to film, which is good. And as I say, Hollywood is over there getting some footage, so you're in for a treat. Here you go.
I always say it, but you can't make an omelette without cracking a few eggs, and we are definitely cracking a few eggs here. It is a muddy mess, but we're being conscious that people are still living here, but it is what it is. These boys are good though, yeah? Adam and Eve and Mike, they'll do what they got to do, and then we'll give the full site a proper clean down and leave it in a half decent state for Christmas. To be honest with you, it's all shop, it's a working site, so yeah, it's good, and it's also great seeing Preferred supplying our job in 𝗕𝗨𝗃, like I said there, and I can't wait to bring you more. We've got a little update coming from 𝗕𝗨𝗃 later on. Bizzle, the foreman, our guy I wish you could meet more of, and maybe you will meet some more of, with what I'm going to tell you later. He's going to give us a little walk around and show us around the site. So yeah, I'm going to go back to HQ now. I've got absolutely loads to sort out before the end of the year. Need to make sure, obviously, everything's safe, everyone who needs to be paid is paid, and then next year we're not coming back to a nightmare of all sorts to organise. That first week after Christmas is quite difficult because what happens is you've had no money coming in. We won't get any money coming in after today, but all our direct debits, all our bills, the lads have got to be paid. The pay run for the lads work this week's got to be paid next Friday. So all that's got to be paid for. So you'll have all your money coming out and nothing coming in. I was speaking to my mates, the Ray boys, before, who you guys have seen a few times, and they were saying like they've got all this expensive plant and volumetric mixers all being paid for and financed, yet they've just got to park up and they can't earn a penny for the next 2 weeks. It's tough, that. So yeah, got to get all that planned for, make sure we're going to be okay, and we've got a business to come back to in January. But yeah, this site's going really well. I think we're probably a few days behind where we want to be on the programme just because of those services and that hand dig. We've kept the customer informed, we've managed expectations, but most importantly, the guys are now safe and the job is moving along. Back to the office. Over in Liverpool, we thought we might give you an update on Project Adelaide 2.0, which is one of mine and Alex's. We found at the moment, because we're so busy on client work and just generally across the board, our stuff takes a back step, and that's also included the shop as well. We're desperate to get that shop open and up and running. It's definitely going to happen early Jan, that. But let's have a look around Project Adelaide and see how the boys are getting on.
So we're just on Adelaide now. We haven't been here for a while, to be honest with you, and in all fairness, we've actually slowed down. Now, we were trying to get it done and plastered for Christmas, but then I've been speaking with Matt, our plasterer, about when he can and can't come, and because he's so tied up and trying to get other properties done, which is rightly so. People are trying to move in for Christmas and stuff, and there's a bit more time of an impact on them, whereas this really isn't for us. He's just said, can I park it until January? We were like, sound okay. So then we sort of slowed down ourselves because there's not that deadline there in place. Everyone's mind, Christian, everyone's, they're like, well, don't really need to go there now because he's not coming until, smell gas there. No, I know, I'm not really coming until January. So it's all to go, like, just put things off, or we'll just do it tomorrow. So no one's really been here. Bits have been happening, which I'm going to go and check. All the windows are now in, front and back, doors in. Just got that glass to go in the front, which is the tinted one. I'm going to speak to Christian now to make sure it's done before we finish for Christmas, because it needs to be, you know, at least watertight. The roof on the back's still not on yet, I've been told, because Nick, our roofer's, let us down again, so I need to find out what's going on there, and if he's not going to do it this week, we need to just pull someone else in to get it done, to wrap it up and close it off for Christmas. So yeah, let's go and have a little nose and see how we're getting on. So as I say, like a little bit of housekeeping before we finish. All we're talking about now is finishing for Christmas, but a little bit of housekeeping, what we do is, because all the skips get collected before Friday, with the skip coming that we use, and we don't like them sitting on the jobs anyway, because everyone just throws all the Christmas stuff in them. We make sure they're all filled to a nice level and then they're all collected and gone then, and then we have a nice clear round outside all the properties that we've got on, all the jobs that we've got on. So it keeps the neighbours happy over Christmas, because as I say, we're not going to be here, and then we try and get things secure as much as possible. And talking about being secure, I'm saying about that roof, the roof has let it down again due to illness, he's saying. So we need to get someone over from Manchester, I think, just to get that roof put on. Not the hardest roof in the world to do, so let's just get it watertight and done. As I say, it's all that glass in the front there, the tint.
There, just
need to just put that on.
That back.
And then make sure we're secure and done and there's nothing on show. And we're all locked up and boxed. But inside now, you'll see once that roof goes on, all them cables that are hanging there is what Kev has left, our electrician. And then he's just got to pull them in for the lights and the feed for the cookers and ovens and stuff like that. So we'll get that side first fixed. We can then carry on insulating in that section of the ceiling. We can insulate the vaulted timber, which we've got all our boards here. And then that's it then, ready for plastering. Upstairs in the loft, we've got all the superfoil quilt there to go on.
Loft insulations.
Yeah, and a loft insulation on a flat bit, but we've got the quilt to go on all the pitch section of the roof and the bits where they come down. And then other than that, that's it, ready to roll. But as I say, because Matt has pushed us back until the new year on the plastering side, Christian has turned his brain off.
Yeah, I need to be just... if you got about 5 that somewhere, I just need to...
Yeah, so just get...
something effective.
Yeah. So he's basically forgot about our own work now. He thought it's not important, we don't need to do them.
No, not forget about it. It's still every day in my mind.
So yeah, other than what you've already seen so far, I'd say not much has really happened, to be honest with you, in here. But I need to go upstairs anyway and have a little check, so you can tell when it's getting insulated, because the sound is much more balanced as well when you're speaking. But I need to go tidy up for Christmas, I'd say. Christine's just standing there now, it's going to be done. All the existing windows are still dotted about, they need to go, get put in the skips. There's all the new ones are now being fitted, which is good. But we need a nice little tidy up now. Inside, all the first fix plumbing is done, all the shower trays are in, which is nice to see. All the ventilation ducts are in, boxed, all the patterns are on the walls. Yeah, so are you there now then at that spray place?
Yeah, well, I'm in the unit, but I'm just not at his unit. I'm at the garage. I can go back to him.
Yeah, just wait there then if you want, and I'll send me the details where you're on our phone, the office now, see where Dale is, and we'll try and get Dale over with you. So I'm gonna phone the office now, see if we can get Dale to dispatch to our mate, because he's stuck. He went to look at the door and sort the door and frame out for Tony, just to double check a few things with the spraying company. It's in Stockport, Manchester anyway. So he said obviously there's a leak on the van or something, so I'll phone now and find out if we can get him to go over.
Lad.
You okay? Is Dale busy? Because our mate's stuck at that spray shop. His water's leaked or something, so he's got no water in the van. It's leaking from...
Yeah, no. Well, he was going to do something, but it's fine, yeah.
Good that, innit? So it's something where we've got something in another business, which is preferred, having a breakdown in the van, and we've got Dale on hand to go over and get a box. So hopefully Dale will film that properly now and do what he does and get him out there. As I say, not a lot of progress has happened because it's not been worth coming here and doing it. We've been busy on other jobs, like the stuff we're doing on Leopold and that, getting them ready. A couple of other jobs we're doing in Liverpool, which are on the maintenance side, which we don't really show you much of. We might try and show you a bit of that next year, just so you can see what happened day to day with like the letting side of the business that we do, because we don't bring any of that to the channel, and a lot goes on. It takes up a lot of mine and Christine's time, the letting side of it, as well as running all these projects that we do. We have all the maintenance, so you think we've got 30 odd houses that we have of our own, and we manage for other landlords too. We have to go and look after them from time to time, and the maintenance jobs on some of them, you know, it's like managing a project at least between all of them in one go, and we can have like 6 or 7 different maintenance tasks on at any one point in time that are getting done. Kristen's got a couple he needs to do this week before Christmas, and then when the tenants have gone home, which most of them have on the student side, we've got a little bit of work to do in between Christmas and New Year. So maybe in the New Year we might try and bring a little bit of that to you, especially when the shop's open, because the shop is going to be aimed to open in January time, end of Jan. Just need to get the lads there to crack on and keep it moving. So we might be able to do a little bit of footage when me and Niall are filming. We'll start on the letting side, talk a bit about that business, go out to do a little bit of the maintenance stuff with Christian and the lads, and then, you know, wrap the day up then rather than just coming to the projects all the time, try and mix it up. I did see all the comments about the Woodlands job where I've done the filming with Niall, the man behind the camera, and we tried to do a little bit different with the graphics, put a bit of the numbers on, which I think worked well. A little bit more work on Niall's side, but nothing that he can't do anyway. But a lot of people have come back and said, can you do it for us now? So I think, you know, with the feedback that we've seen, we're going to do it, and we'll do an end-to-end on that project, which is basically what you've seen up to now, which is now buying it at auction, getting the finance in place, getting the planning in place, doing the building work like you see we normally do anyway, to the very end of then getting the tenants in position, getting the tenants to move in, and then that's it, done, job sign off. So you'll see that full end-to-end process there of what we do, nice and easy on there to show you. Not a hard project at all. Quite difficult in terms of knowing what to do on the planning side of things and finance side of things, to be clever about to do it, but I'll talk the best I can about all that and bring it to you on the channel because you've asked for it, so all good. But as I say, that's it for this job now till next year. So what you see now will probably be a big difference next year, hopefully, when Matt comes and Christine pulls his finger out and comes off the other jobs and comes on ours. So yeah, I'm going to hand you back over to Manchester.
done. The preferred joinery van is finished. Topped it up with coolant, so it's ready for the winter. Well, the winter's already started, but yeah, it's always January until it gets cold. But yeah, so that is spot on.
Who's had the triangles out of here? The triangles? Never any. They're the only nice ones in these. But look at this. Is it you, Danny? They don't do them anymore. They do. Someone's had all the triangles. Anyway, just shut up. So, this is nice, isn't it? It's nice when a customer or customers appreciate the hard work they do. To be fair, most of this is from one of KTM's customers. So, well done, KTM. It's nice to be appreciated. We've worked really hard this year, and when a customer just takes their time to come in and give us a little gift, it's very much appreciated. So you saw, obviously, the delivery from Preferred there going in Abersock. Well done, Tollywood, for getting that. That's actually still happening. It's not finishing yet, so we'll try and get back there in the new year. Lovely job, that. What a sight. And the customer, they're amazing too. Just really want to work with us to produce the best build we can. So, everything is going to change. Let me explain. Me and Alex, like I said before, have been doing some soul searching. We love this channel. We love bringing the content. Alex has really got into it, and as a lot of you have commented, he's become a bit of a natural on camera. And we thought what we love about our channel is that there is all this variety. Predominantly, it's about the construction side of the business, but also a big part of what we do is property and preferred joinery, with all the other little bits mixed in, i.e. Dale, as you've just seen, a bit of business, this, that, and a bit of everything. We thought that was our strength, and the channel's done pretty well in that it's grown. You know, we're just over 19,000 subs. The views are okay. I mean, I constantly compare them, which I don't think is a good thing, to other channels, and you know, like this newer channels that are getting better views. And I think, why? We put so much effort into this channel. We've got two amazing videographers, like I've said. You know, we're constantly turning out what we think's interesting content. But me and Alex think that this channel is too broad. In that, the preferred joinery stuff on its own is interesting to a lot of people, but it's not necessarily interesting to the people that watch us for construction. The fact that we do the property thing is a little bit interesting, say, to people that like construction, but it's not interesting to the people that like the preferred stuff, or some people don't like it whatsoever. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to spin off preferred joinery into its own YouTube channel. We're going to drop our first video over the Christmas break. The idea around this is that we can dive deeper into preferred joinery, into how to make the stuff that we make, into the characters behind the actual products that we make. We can go into detail on the workmanship, the growth of the company, where we're trying to take it. Alex will obviously lead that because he is based in Liverpool and he looks after preferred joinery, where I'm over here and I look after the construction side. Although we get together once a week and we plan out all the bits and pieces of the business. So we have now set this channel up at preferred_joinery, at preferred_joinery. I'll drop a link in the description below. What I want you to do, if you are interested in preferred joinery, or you just like us generally and you don't want to not see the preferred joinery stuff, then head over to that page and subscribe to it. And as soon as we've got what we think is a fair amount of subscribers, we're not after loads, we don't think this channel will be massive for ages, although we think long term it's got big growth potential amongst the people that are interested in the preferred joinery stuff that we do. We will drop a video. I'm hoping that we'll drop it at Christmas Day. So if we've got enough, you know, if we've got 50 subscribers, that'll do for us to get going, and we know it'll grow over time. There will still be some preferred joinery stuff in the behind the build episodes, but not as much, not as in depth, because we feel that this channel, EveryTrade, should be about construction and should be about growing the construction. When we put together these episodes, we know that really they should be less than an hour, but we are constantly struggling to get them under the hour. We're also going to spin off the property stuff. So obviously, as you know, Alex and I own property. We buy HMOs, we do new builds, we've got a commercial build starting over there very soon. And we want to talk about that because we know a lot of you guys are interested in property. And we believe the only way to actually get wealthy in this game is to eventually put your profits into property. So down the line, when the shop's open, we're going to launch an Emperor page. But for now, we're going to focus the best we can on creating amazing construction-based content for EveryTrade and the preferred content, which will be about the workshop, the type of works we do, the installations, that. Longer episodes. The good thing is there'll be more content for you to consume. What we are going to do for now, and I don't know whether this will be popular or unpopular, I'm going to freeze the Wednesday videos for a little bit, just because I feel that there's too much pressure on Hollywood and me and Niall and Alex to try and get something together in time for Wednesday. And I just don't think the quality is where I want it to be. I want this to be one of the best construction YouTube channels out there. I do. I'm not in competition with anyone, yeah? Asheville does his thing, D&J, Danes Low, there's loads, A&E, there's loads of good construction-based pages out there. But when I set out on this journey nearly 12 months ago in January this year, I desperately wanted this to be a slightly different take on the content creation game. I wanted to go behind the build, hence the title, Behind the Build. I feel like I've moved away from that, and I feel like I've almost just become a bit of a presenter linking to the odd bit. So this will be probably the last style of this content that you're going to see from us. We're going to see how it goes. We hope and think it could be great. If it don't work out, then we'll take it again. But we will keep making content. And I want to make content that actually means something. I want to make content to people that want to watch it. So from now on, EveryTrade, after this episode, will be based predominantly around construction and EveryTrade, the business. And the preferred joinery page will be about preferred joinery, bespoke joinery, some of the beautiful jobs we do at Preferred. So do me a favor, head over there now. There you go, at preferred_joinery on YouTube. It's got 1 subscriber at the moment, and that's me. Let's add to that. And what me and Alex have said, if you go on there and subscribe, the first few group of subscribers we're going to pick at random, and they're going to get a t-shirt and a hoodie from Preferred Joinery, a t-shirt and a hoodie. So get over there now and subscribe to the page, and then keep your eyes open over Christmas, and we'll be dropping a really good episode. It's almost like starting again. I think you'll really like it. Something different about Preferred. We're going to get really in depth, meet the team a bit more, and go on site where we've actually installed some of our jobs and just really learn about the company again. So all being well, that'll drop Christmas Day, which isn't that far away. So get over there now at preferred_joinery. We thank you so much for liking these videos, subscribing to these videos, and watching us this far. It's been an amazing journey. We've loved it, but we want to go next level. However, in the old format, Alex is over in Liverpool right now, and he's going around one of our builds. Now, this will still happen. Alex is going to tour around our builds, as in the builds we're doing for customers. Project Leopold is well underway, and Alex is going to give you an update from there.
Okay, so we're on the Leopold projects now, and the lads are just on a break, so it'll give us a nice little time to get in and get a bit of footage. Dad and lad Ross and Ray are on the one over the road, putting the first floor in, loft floors in, first floor's going in. So we're on track with that one. Try and get that floor in probably by tomorrow, and then we can start getting the ground floor prepped ready to do that one as well. And then on this one here, as I say, the lads are just going on a break now. So the other 2 houses down the road there is our little site welfare unit that we're using at the moment for the lads to use the toilet and have a break and stuff, and have warm water on whilst we're doing these 2, and then we'll be up there, and then we'll go into the next one and so on, and then with the welfare side of things. But let's go and have a look inside. So we've got the Christmas lights on now. This is what you call a site party. And then we've got our Christmas tree. So as you can see now, whole back doors are gone, opened up, steels are in, and we're up to DPC level on the extension, which is why this is all broken out now. And then we're getting ready and prepped up to do the slab pour, which will then bring it in level with this new floor height below. And then you know, good to roll. And then in between Christmas and New Year, maybe we'll start blocking up. If not, it'll be the first week when we're back. We'll have to see how we're on. We're on track with this one and the one over the road. We just need to make a start on the next two now and start getting them ripped. Which are you going to do this week?
Probably starting, because it looks like we're struggling a little bit, because not much job we got left on this side. Maybe just a slab.
Yeah.
And over the road, yeah, the ground floor need to rip it.
Yeah.
And the foundation. So probably, yeah, we're able to.
So you're getting that foundation checked off St. Thomas this slab?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I just spoke with Charlotte about 10 minutes before.
So in here as well, Preferred are making the stairs for us. So they're on a couple of sets now for another customer that we've been booked in for ages. Once they finish them, Richard's then going to jump on making these, and as soon as he's made one, he's going to have it ready so we can start getting it over and fitted in. I don't think he's going to have all three done by the time we finish for Christmas, but he'll try his best and he's get one or two done, so Dad and Lad Ross and Ray can fall in and start putting them in to give us access. The stud work on here has also started as well, which I'm going to have a little nose in a minute, and then they're just going to fall in and out between them all and as we progress on. So yeah, and hopefully, you know, once this extension goes up, we'll get the roof on as well. A little bit messy in here at the moment, and whilst we're working on the side, everything's getting stored on there, but until we're up here and we get the slab in, and it gives us a bit more space to put stuff in, you know, we're just toying with it. The materials haven't come yet for these walls, and I was just speaking with Christian then off camera to try and decide whether it's not even ordering them this side of Christmas, because we're going to sit here if we're not going to start building the walls up. So if we're going to be waiting until New Year, we might as well just wait and get the order in then. Save it sitting around on site for nothing really. Upstairs as well, you'll see the new window heights are going in. So we've done the internal skin first, which is done by one of our lads who can brick in and do bits of bricklaying and patchwork, but we, in our opinion, not good enough to do anything that's on show facing brick. So you'll see the lintels are done on the inside, but the outside, because this customer's not doing any render, they're keeping the external brick the way it is. The bricklayer we use to do the extension is going to do them at the same time, and so it'll be a nice match to the existing as best as possible, and it'll just be a bit of angle iron and it'll hold that facing brick up on the outside, but on the inside our lads have just done it. So yeah, it's another house standing in the same positions that we always stand in when we film, but essentially bedrooms boxed off and framed, and ensuite's all framed out, one behind's framed, and then bedroom 2 at the back is near enough done. The lads have just stopped it while we were doing some patchwork. As I say, a lot of the brickwork in here, when you rip the floors out, like sand, just falls out, so like all the bay at the front has to be rebuilt. New lintels go in, timber ones come out, and then the back windows, because the height is changing, and again the brickwork's all over the show, we always then patch that back in and make it better. So the lads are more or less done now. There's a couple of little bits that need just a bit of attention, a bit more plaster that needs just coming off on the staircase, and a few more existing holes that need filling in.
Yes.
And then, you know, like little bits there, just need a bit of slurry on there, just to slurry off,
smoky,
so that the soot from the old chimney doesn't pass through the board, because what tends to happen is if you dot and dab straight onto there, over time the boards start going yellow, because the chemicals and stuff that's in the soot passes through the dab into the board and onto your plaster, and you'll think you've got damp and you haven't. It's just that passing through. So we always wash it down and then just put tank and slurry over it. You can buy it in tubs ready made from Screwfix. Probably one of the best ones really. Yes. Not the cheapest, but then brush it over it just to give it a bit of a seal, and then when it gets dabbed, you know, it shouldn't pass through then. So we always do that on anyway. There's a chimney bin in the corner down there. So yeah, good progress really in the end. We'll go over the road now and have a look how we're getting on over there. Where was you on the work night out then? Don't come. Not too good for that, aren't you? Yeah. Don't want to ruin your appearance.
How was it?
The Liverpool one was sound, mate. The Manchester one got better in the end when we changed venue. But the first venue we were in wasn't the best, no.
I'll go there again.
The lads are all starting to crack back on now, because we're holding them up. We're all standing there waiting to start going. Same with Ross and Ray, they want to get moving, and because it is the last week of Christmas, everyone's in a mad rush now to just get it done and finish, and everyone's sort of on a go slow, but lots of things that need to be done. We're just trying to get it done and nailed so we can close off the end of the week and have a nice rest, and people can turn the phones off. Aren't we, Chris?
Me
and Christine might be able to turn our phone off for a few days and have no No, any business owner who has businesses and the phones are just pumping as soon as your eyes open to when you go to bed. It's non-stop. But Christmas is one of them times whereby a lot of 90% of the industry is off, and gives you that downtime, just to have a relax and that, and come back fresh next year. So yeah. But I'd say good progress. The lads are going to start ripping out the other ones now this week. Now Christian's saying, which is good, and then we can start rolling to the new year on them. So and you're back over to Manchester.
Yeah, one of the best builders in the area. Yeah,
we're reliable.
We're good. What we do. Are we in a fair? Yeah. Not really. We're sober. However, we have cracked open the drinks because this week, this year, although you're in Monday, you're not in Monday, Danny's in Monday, I'm kind of in Monday, but the year's wrapping up. It's been a good year. I'd say it's been a fast year, hasn't it?
Rapid.
Absolutely flown. But you know what? I think we've achieved some good things. We've started this YouTube thing, we've met some amazing people, done some good projects, obviously. What do you reckon, boys? You had a good year?
Very good year. Very good.
We've obviously launched the Grab business, got that going, which is great. We're learning as we go on that. There's the yard. Yeah, I mean, I really got to get my teeth into that in the new year. But let's not end on that note. Oh, we're not ending actually. Back in Project 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗗, the Bizzle did a little walk round. He's going to show you where we're up to. But yeah, we're going to feature that job a lot more in the new year. But over to you, Bizzle.
Hi guys, welcome to Project 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗗. As you can see, preferred joinery have arrived now. The windows have started going in. Yeah, and as I always say, we are flying. The job's going really well. The client's really happy. And I'm happy with it more than anything else. I'm happy with the projects, so should we have a look round? As you can see in here, what we've done with every single external wall is tank them, because these are old 9-inch walls, and there's nothing stopping the moisture coming through. So what we've done is tank all the walls, we'll dot and dab them, and then cure forever. No more problems with damp. There's been a couple of structural changes in the job. When it was originally drawn, the openings were lovely, except the bifold doors at the back would have been slightly too low. So it was built as spec originally, and if you walk through, we'll see that we're now lifting the steels higher, which is going to give a great view because we're right over the bay. So again, let's do what the client wants. As you can see now, all the boards are going on. We put acoustic insulation absolutely everywhere because you don't raise everybody in the next room, do you? Fireboards on everywhere. Again, just a little bit OCT, but I'd sooner be over the top than not over the top. Let's move some of the things off the stairs because we don't want to break your neck. And again, in the bathroom, in the loft, everything's moisture board. No point taking a chance and putting normal boards on. Let's do everything right, and that's the way we tend to work. So, smashing it. And obviously in the bedroom, which is huge, by the way, obviously just normal boards because there's nothing outside. A fire's not going to affect anything outside here now. So, yeah, just normal boards in the bedroom. Right, guys, that's it from 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗃 for today. Hollywood's got about a 4-hour drive home, so I think he better hit the road and get himself out of here. So, see you next time.
You gotta do that.
Go, J-Bomb. And he's missing out.
Well, yeah.
Don't need another 7
Are
years.
you rolling? Are you rolling, brother? Hollywood up to no good. So that's it for EveryTrade for probably this year. We're not done it yet, boys. Not yet. Hope you've enjoyed the content. Hope you enjoyed meeting my amazing team. I wish you could meet Danny, but he's far too good looking to be on camera and make us all look pretty. What would you rate him out of 10, Danny? And a look swing?
11.
What I'm going to say is, think Harry Maguire. Would you say that's a fair?
Better looking.
Better at football.
I'm better at football.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, hope you've had a great time learning this whole YouTube thing with us, and hope you've enjoyed following our progress, the ups and the downs. Hope you have an amazing Christmas. Take some time off with your family, switch your phones off, all of you as well. Although actually you'll be where?
India and Thailand.
India. He's going to find himself a lovely Indian wife, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll be on the lookout.
You are going to come back, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm not doing that again.
Have you You've downloaded Tinder, haven't you?
Yeah. Tinder.
Yeah.
Is that actually a thing?
I just made it up.
Tinder. Get it set up that. Yeah, so have a great Christmas. and have a great year. Keep an eye out for the preferred content coming out, and maybe, if I'm feeling up to it, I might release a little bit of bonus EveryTrade content over the break, if I get time. Have a great Christmas, guys, and enjoy the new year. Cheers.
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 Cheers. Cheers.
Apparently you've got to stare somebody in the eyes when you say cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, Danny.
Cheers.
Cheers, Danny. Cheers. Thanks for finding all the work this year, Danny.
See
You
ya.
done it? Yeah.
How many cups of teas do you reckon I've made you this year?
Oh, it's got to be in the tens of thousands, hasn't it?
Tens of thousands?
I reckon 3,000 or 4,000.
I reckon it's
But don't.
Made
It
a
makes
lot.
me accept that I've got a problem with drinking tea.
2,000 maybe.
That's outrageous.
PB, yeah.
Hopefully more next year.
I'm going to go for more next year.
Yeah, man. Love it.